In the previous video, this is how the finished assembly of the styrofoam hull. As you can see, the design is now well defined according to how the boat would look like in form. The second stage will be the paper wrapping. To prevent the resin from damaging the styrofoam, we are aware that the resin cannot be directly applied to the surface, as it may result to chemical reaction, eventually damaging the surface of the foam. Every edge and contour of this boat should be wrapped, so as to seal the corners and small gaps, including the head of the skewers. The adhesive to be used in the wrapping is cooked cornstarch. The application should be gradual, as newspaper can easily be torn once wet with the starch glue. While the adhesive is prepared, the old newspapers are cut into desired lengths for easy gluing. Cornstarch are then cooked in water to make the glue for the newspaper. This procedure is yet to be proven whether the cornstarch will make an effective adhesive to the styrofoam. We prefer to wrap the bottom part of the hull first, as the glue is ready for application. This procedure will likewise be the same when fiber matting and resin will be applied. The glue application is made by using a 4-inch paint roller. This will enable the glue to be spread evenly on the surface of the hull. Newspaper is then mounted to stick on the glued surface and reviewed by the roller brush. This will likewise seal uneven surface within the styrofoam. The cooked glue is still warm while being applied to the styro surface to attain the strength of the adhesive. It will produce a starchy surface after drying. After this bottom wrapping application, the hull will be sun-dried for about 3 hours. Uneven surfaces due to air bubbles will be punctured to let the air out, and another layer of glued paper will be applied. The materials used in this work are 3 kilos of old newspapers and about 1 kilo of cornstarch for the bottom application alone. It took the builders at least 3 hours to complete the bottom of the hull. The project requires patience and accurate observation. The paper wrapping should cover every inch of the surface to avoid the direct contact of the resin to the styrofoam. It should cover and follow the contours of the center and side keels. All gaps are reviewed and sealed properly to avoid future problems during the installation of the fiber matting. After 3 hours, the hull was placed in its proper position to resume the wrapping on the sides and the interior portion of the hull. For people are now working simultaneously in the wrapping, hence, it is much difficult to apply adhesive in the interior part of the hull. Masking tape is also applied to edges that require continuous wrapping. Crumpled areas are reviewed with the application of paint roller and glue. Dried areas are checked if they require another layer of paper match. For now, work is going smooth as planned. In a while, the interior is next. While we are doing this, we are also waiting for our ordered resin and fiber matting online. It is supposed to arrive within this week, about a day or 2 from now. The ordered fiber matting measures 1 meter by 15 meters. And about a gallon of resin and 500 milliliters of hardener. We do not know yet if we will come in short, since we do not know how much resin will be absorbed by the fiber cloth. Since this is our first time to venture with this project, the only thing we are sure of is stage 1 and 2, the construction of the hull and the paper wrapping. We have no idea as to the performance of the two materials ordered online. It's a gamble that we have to take. The guys are now working on the interior part of the hull. Hopefully they can finish this by the end of the day. Should they finish this, we will be in the third stage of this boat construction, the most delicate part of the project. The paper wrapping is about to be completed. We hope to see you in part 3 of this boat construction project. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. This has been a CAPSU DAYAO Mariculture Park and Avian Reserve presentation.